Everybody understands easy English, but what about harder and more complicated ones? Well, in that case, we need a different approach to learning. In this video, I'm going to be sharing 3 things I noticed about me throughout my learning journey, how I went from understanding easy and simple sentences to harder and more complicated ones. Let's go. Number 1, I learned new vocabulary from books and random places. First of all, I like to read books, and I read books on a lot of topics. By doing that, I get to learn the vocabulary related to that topic. For example, if I'm reading a book about business, I get to learn terms in business. Also with the psychology, I read psychology books and then I get to learn psychology words. Same with other books. So by learning about different topics, I get to learn vocabulary related to those topics. And sometimes, some vocabulary, you cannot find it everywhere. And I also learn from random places. What I mean by that is I just watch a random video on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, and then I get to learn a new word. That's an easy way I learn too. And what you need to remember here is I don't read those books or go watch those videos with the purpose of learning vocabulary. I did it because I'm interested, that's all. So if you want to learn new things, new words, and if you want to improve your English, just try reading something that interests you instead of I'm gonna go and learn this. It's more enjoyable. Number 2, articles from Google. I'm always curious about many things. So whenever I'm curious, I go to Google, type in, and I read anything that I found. For example, an article. And when I read those articles, I get to learn new words too. New sentences, come on, anything. And those articles, they are not tailored to your level. I don't know who the author is, I don't know who wrote it. Therefore, the sentences can be any way that the author and I get to read that, so I get to learn new way of writing, new words too. And number 3, TED Talk. So TED Talk videos are usually one person talking. So you get to learn how to make presentations and how to talk by yourself to a lot of people. You get to learn that too. And the videos are more educational and also academic. So you get to learn harder words. So I will give you an example. Let's say you eat something and you want to talk about how much you eat. We will usually say the amount of food you eat or the amount of food someone eats, right? But in those videos, they will say consumption rates. So how do you learn the word consumption rate? By watching those videos. There's one very important thing I notice here is that you learn differently depending on what you consume. If you watch general videos with not a lot of information, you will get to learn just that amount. But if you watch something more informative or with a lot of insights and more academic and more educational, you will get to learn more. In those cases, you don't really have to think about grammar. You just need to listen and watch and be curious. That's all. As I said earlier, I did not watch TED Talk to learn how to make presentations. I just go there because I want to and because I am curious, and you should do the same thing too. Thank you for learning. See you in the next one. Bye bye.